My name is Montserrat, Lizeth, Ramírez, and present the PIA of Unit 3. In this PIA, talking about the one article of the relation with the Unit 1, talking about the present simple and comparative nouns. The name of the article is a multi-drug ABC transporter with a test for salt, and the introduction is in order to bat the toxic effects of noxious compounds, prokaryotes and eukaryotic cells have developed several resistance mechanisms. The expression of the system is a major cause of reduced efficacy of agriculture, fungicides and herbicides, and failure of chemotherapy treatments of tumors and infection by pathogenic microorganisms. Among these, one of the most extensively studied proteins is LMRA from the non-pathogenic bacterium Lactobacillus lactis. LMRA is a Hall transporter that contains an N-terminal membrane domain followed by a nucleotic binding domain. By analogy to ABCB1, in which two Hall transporters are fused into a single polypeptide.
Hi, I am Elida. I am going to explain the methodology and principal findings. We examined ion transport by LMRA in electrophysiological experiments and in transport studies using radioactive ions and fluorescent ion select probes. Here we show that LMRA itself can transport sodium chloride by similar secondary active mechanism as observed for ethidium bromide by mediating apparent hydrogen, sodium, and chlorine support. Remarkably, LMRA activity significantly enhances survival of high salt hydroplate lactocapole cell during ionic downshift.
My name is Naomi García. These are the results. Results: ion transporting intact cells. The addition of glucose as a source of metabolic energy to cells pre-equilibrated with 100 micromolar sodium 36 chloride elicited ion 36 chloride efflux by LMRA, but not by ATPase deficient. LMRA mutant, in which the catalytic K388 residue in the Walker A region of the MBD was deleted delta K388. Efflux was also not observed from non-expressive control cells or expressing EE-LMRA. The notion that LMRA can transport salt in an ATP-dependent fashion is supported by the inorganic ion-dependent stimulation of the basal ATPase activity of the protein in detergent solution. A maximal stimulation was observed from sodium chloride, whereas an intermediate level of stimulation was obtained for sodium Hebs and NMG chloride. On the other hand, NMG Hebs did not affect the basal ATPase activity, suggesting that the ion-dependent stimulation of the LMRA ATPase activity is due to a specific interaction with ion sodium and ion chloride. This notion is also supported by the observation that, in contrast to LMRA, the ATPase activity of the purified multidrug ABC transport, LMRCD from L-lactase is not stimulated by sodium chloride up to a concentration of 0.3 molar.
As a discussion of the article, it can be said that collectively the observations on proton-coupled chlorine, sodium and sodium chloride transports by purified protein in proteoliposomes provide compelling evidence that both transporters can mediate an electrogenic hydrogen, sodium, and chlorine symport reaction.
Hello, my name is Gildardo, and in the glossary we have some auxiliary nouns that can use to help us to make sentences in the respective time of the verb, and some words that maybe can be difficult to understand. And in this they have is or is not, that is the super present and is the verb to describe the subject, and the negative form of that are that is the form of the verb in simple present to describe and complete actions. Words like diminish, that means decrease, the most extensively, que este puede ser un decir de que más ampliamente. Played is in this document is refers that activity that it's important and provide studies like provide is proporcionar, studies is estudiar o estudios, does not, that commonly we is those is an auxiliary of not, and share, that is compartir. And in the conclusion, it's essential to keep in mind the grammatical rules that we must use when we are going to build sentences. For example, in the sentence perfect, we use the auxiliary verb differently with some of the pronouns which influence its correct use. These and the other grammatical rules are of the most important in this use of the English language, as well as the past tense, which was another of the topics covered in this unit.